Hello friends, welcome back. In today's video we have something really interesting for you. So our story is set in a typical Maghrebi neighborhood in Tunis. We follow the daily life of a young boy named Noura, who lives with his family above his father's grocery shop. The film opens with his childlike wonder as Noura observes the world around him. We see him playing with his friends on the vibrant streets of their neighborhood, their laughter echoing through the narrow alleys. He plays with his dog and enjoys every little moment of his childhood. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting long shadows across the neighborhood, Noura's day takes an unexpected turn. His father entrusts him with a task that will lead him to the heart of the community, the local women's hammam. This traditional Turkish bathhouse is not just a place of cleansing, but a social hub where generations of women have come to wash their bodies and share their stories. Inside the hammam, Noura's world is about to be turned upside down. Amidst the steamy chambers and the rhythmic splashing of water, he discovers a group of women who are more than willing to welcome him into their midst. They don't shy away from his presence, treating him like one of their own. But there is more to this acceptance than meets the eye. It's a calculated move to shield themselves from unwanted male attention. They create a facade of camaraderie to protect their own boundaries and safety. Despite the initial warmth, Noura's presence becomes increasingly uncomfortable as the men begin to arrive at the hammam. These men, including Noura's own father, shed their inhibitions alongside their clothes, exposing their naked bodies in what is considered a sacred and private space. Noura's innocence and confusion are palpable as he witnesses this intimate side of the men in his life. This stark contrast between the female and male experience within the hammam highlights the societal norms and expectations that shape gender roles, while the women find solace and liberation in the shared space of the hammam. The men's arrival disrupts this equilibrium, forcing them to retreat to the shadows and adopt a defensive posture. Noura's journey in the hammam is not just a physical experience, it's a profound emotional and psychological one. As he navigates the complexities of this steam-filled labyrinth, he grapples with questions of identity, desire, and the boundaries of societal norms. The film masterfully uses the metaphor of the hammam to explore these themes, drawing parallels between the cleansing rituals and Noura's own journey of self-discovery. Meanwhile, outside the hammam, we meet Salma, a captivating woman who is preparing to get married. She finds herself torn between her deep affection for her childhood friend Hatim and the societal pressures and expectations placed upon her. On the other hand, Hatim is blissfully unaware of Salma's feelings for him, treating her as just a friend. Their platonic relationship adds another layer of complexity to the narrative, raising questions about missed opportunities and the power of unspoken emotions. As the wedding festivities approach, Salma's internal conflict intensifies. She's torn between honoring her family's wishes, which include a financially advantageous marriage to a stranger, and her own heart. Her struggle is a reflection of the societal constraints and compromises often forced upon women in arranged marriages. The film beautifully captures Salma's emotional turmoil through her interactions with her. Their conversations and shared moments reveal the depth of her affection and the pain of knowing that he could never be hers. Salma's internal conflict reaches a boiling point when she catches Hatim and Noura together having a great time. The sight of Hatim laughing and enjoying himself with someone else tears her heart. At this moment, Salma's conflicting emotions threaten to consume her. She is deeply hurt by the realization that Hatim may never reciprocate her romantic feelings, and the thought of him moving on with his life without her is unbearable. The weight of her unrequited love and the pressure of the impending arranged marriage cause her emotions to run high. Salma finds herself in a desperate situation where she must confront her feelings head on. She realizes that she can no longer keep her emotions bottled up and decides to take action. In a pivotal moment, she chooses to confess her undying love for Hatim, pouring her heart out and revealing the depths of her affection. Hatim, however, does not reciprocate Salma's romantic feelings, and the pain he causes her is immense. Despite his kindness and friendship, he is unable to understand or accept Salma's love in a romantic context. For him, their relationship has always been platonic, and he cannot comprehend why Salma has harbored such strong emotions. This rejection comes as a devastating blow to Salma, shattering her hopes for a future with Hatim. She had held on to her feelings for so long, believing that he might eventually come to love her back. But now the harsh reality has set in, and she is left heartbroken. The film poignantly portrays the rawness of Salma's emotions as she comes to terms with Hatim's rejection. Her dreams and aspirations for a life with him lie in shattered fragments, leaving her soul wounded and searching for solace. In the depths of her despair, Salma finds comfort in the unwavering support of her mother. As she pours her heart out to her mother, sharing the pain and heartbreak caused by Hattam's rejection, she receives the love, care, and understanding she desperately needs. Her mother's embrace is a beacon of light in her darkest moments, reminding her that she is not alone in her struggle. Through her mother's words and actions, Salma begins to heal and find strength in her own resilience. Her mother's wisdom guides her towards self-acceptance and moving forward with her life despite the emotional scars left by Hattam. After Salma confesses her undying love for Hattam, a significant shift occurs in their relationship. Hattam, burdened by the weight of Salma's confession and the revelation of her deep emotions, begins to question his own actions and the nature of their bond. He is confronted with the realization that he has not been fully attentive to Salma's feelings and has taken their friendship for granted. A sense of guilt and remorse washes over him as he understands that he may have inadvertently led Salma on without recognizing the depth of her affection. Overwhelmed by Salma's heartfelt confession, Hattam is shaken to his core. He had always considered Salma a dear friend and never perceived her love for him in a romantic sense. The suddenness and intensity of her confession leave him grappling with his own emotions and the implications of her words. He finds himself torn between his platonic feelings for Salma and the realization that he may have caused her unnecessary pain by not being more attuned to her emotions. Hattam is consumed by a sense of responsibility for the emotional turmoil he has caused Salma. He understands that his unintentional actions have led her to the point of heartbreak, and he feels compelled to make amends. Driven by remorse, Hattam seeks an opportunity to talk to Salma, hoping to express his deepest regrets and apologize for any pain he has caused her. He wants to convey that, despite his inability to reciprocate her love romantically, he values their friendship and cherishes the bond they share. However, Hattam's attempts to connect with Salma are initially met with resistance. Salma, still reeling from the shock and pain of his confession, needs time and space to process her emotions. She may push him away, hoping that he will understand the gravity of the situation and respect her need for distance. As days go by, Salma continues to grapple with her feelings of rejection and heartbreak. She finds herself lost in a world of sadness and despair, struggling to find a reason to smile or feel happy. The vibrant colors that once brought joy to her life seem to have faded away, leaving everything in shades of gray. Her days are filled with a deep sense of emptiness, and she goes through the motions of her daily life without truly being present. The thought of Hattam's rejection lingers in her mind, and she finds it difficult to shake off the pain it has caused her. Salma withdraws from her friends and family, isolating herself from the love and support they have to offer. She feels too ashamed and embarrassed to share her feelings with anyone, believing that they won't understand what she's going through. Her friends and family, sensing her emotional distress, try to reach out to her, but their efforts are initially met with resistance. Salma's silence only adds to the mystery surrounding her sadness, leaving those who care about her worried and confused. As time passes, Salma's condition worsens, and she begins to neglect herself. She stops taking care of her appearance and lets her responsibilities go undone. Her room becomes a mess, and she spends most of her time lying in bed staring at the ceiling. Her mind is consumed with thoughts of Hattam and the possibility of a future without him. Salma's descent into despair continues, and she becomes so consumed with her negative emotions that she loses interest in things she once loved. She no longer finds pleasure in hobbies or activities that used to bring her joy, and her days turn into a monotonous cycle of sadness and loneliness. Friends, we hope you enjoyed this beautiful story of love and loss. If you did, please show your support by liking the video and sharing it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming content. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more amazing stories.